Sukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. Exactly 15 days from now, Sadashivoham 2016 will be starting here in Bengaluru Adinam on the 1st of December. And just for the preparation of Sadashivoham, I can say literally not just Bengaluru Adinam, not just the city of Bangalore, not just the state of Karnataka, literally the entire cosmos is getting ready for Sadashivoham 2016. And we being here, being a part of this huge happening, have a lot of things to share with all the devotees, all the viewers, all the YouTube viewers and the devotees who are sitting in our in our centers all over the world via two-way video conferencing. So we had requested Swamiji to give us some time to share what kind of preparations are happening in Bengaluru Adinam towards Sadashivoham 2016. And so today we are going to have the Nithyananda Yogam participants join me and Ma Swarupa Priya in sharing about what are all the preparations that are happening here towards Sadashivoham 2016. So let's give a very good hand to welcome the Nithyananda Yogam participants who are coming forward to share their experience being a part of this huge happening.
Nithyanandam. So how exciting that we're only 15 days away from Sadashivoham 2016, which is not only going to be some program happening some part of the world where some people are getting energized and blessed and enlightened. This is truly a cosmic happening. Like Manyanatma Swami shared with us, the entire cosmos is preparing for Sadashivoham. The last time we were on the stage, we heard from people who are volunteering in various departments, like the kitchen department, the causing team, those who are getting the construction work ready, those who are procuring items to be given as gifts to the participants. And what we were describing in that one sharing session is, I think, more work than the average workplace would do in a year, what we had done in 2 weeks. Yet the next day, Swamiji gave the ultimate revelation about all of this, that all the work that all of us are doing combined is not even 1% of the preparation being done for Sadashivoham. Swamiji made it abundantly clear that even despite all of these things, the construction work happening, the food being gotten ready, the gifts we're going to give, he is going to give that Sadashivoham experience to everybody through the Spiritual Alchemy Products. He said that to us it might look like Swamiji is sitting there playing with some powders, but the actual alchemy that's going on, how he's transforming these items into cosmic receptacles that will carry that frequency of his prana pratishta, the energy of Sadashiva and Adi Shakti, in order to transform each of us who work with these products into our own expression of Sadashiva. That's the real work that's happening. So today we're going to hear from more of the departments, more of the preparation that's happening, but from the context of just laying the groundwork, making sure everyone who comes is comfortable, so that receiving these alchemy products will happen in the most beautiful, luxurious possible way. So that when Swamiji gives these great, groundbreaking, breakthrough gifts to all of us, we are ready to receive them.
I'm sure most of you who are sitting here watching this satsang got an opportunity to attend the Shuddhadvaitam advanced workshop that just happened over the last weekend, and were blessed with the Garbha. I'm sure all of you received this and are having this with you. And if you just go over Facebook, I am just bombarded with miracle stories of what Garbha did for them, what Garbha, the message that they received from the Garbha, and how Garbha is causing their reality, manifesting their reality. Facebook is literally flooded with these testimonials. And that's just the second alchemy product that Swamiji has released. And we have a wonderful news that's coming up, which is this upcoming weekend, the Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, Swamiji is releasing the next spiritual alchemy product. So we are going to be having a weekend workshop this weekend as well, as we prepare for Sadashivoham 2016. And this weekend workshop is called Introduction to Sadashivoham 2016. And it is happening Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And all the participants, the Inner Awakening graduates, the Shuddhadvaitam graduates, all the people who are coming for Sadashivam 2016, all of them will be receiving the next spiritual alchemy product. What exactly is that product? What is the power of the product? What that spiritual alchemy product is going to do to us? Stay tuned for Swamiji to share in the upcoming satsangs. But the product is already ready, and it will be on its way to all the centers all over the world, so that you can receive it in time for this weekend workshop, Introduction to Sadashivoham 2016. So let's hear what the Nithyananda Yogam participants have to share by being a part of this huge happening.
Hi, my name is Vinesh Rator. I'm from San Jose, California, and I work as an attorney in a tech company. So my amazing experience stems from me being late for yoga one time, which I don't recommend doing, but it totally worked out in my favor this one time. I was doing the makeup session, doing 20 minutes after the class ended, and when I came outside, no one was left, but I came outside and Swamiji was there, standing outside with one of his sannyasis. And of course, I did a double take, which I always do when I see Swamiji. And then I rushed to my room to finish my morning routine. Just as I'm about to get to the staircase to go to my room, Swamiji calls me over. And after about 2 seconds of being totally stunned, I ran over to him, and he asked me to take a walk with him, which was just the most profound experience. I've never had that chance to kind of be around him up close like that. And he took me aside and he said, Krishna explained that when you see the real me, you see the real you. When you see my inner space, your inner space is raised up. And I thought, how profound. Swamiji, he's here, all he's telling us in a million different ways is that we're no different from him. We're all divine beings having a human experience. It was just mind-blowing to hear that from him in such a casual setting. And then the other thought I had was, this is probably how Arjuna and Krishna interacted, how profound to be walking around with an avatar, just casually strolling in the morning, and he's telling you these sacred truths. That was such a powerful experience. And then after that, it got better. The whole construction team came to join him and get his instructions for the day, to see his vision for the ashram. And watching him in CEO mode is something beyond belief, because he's just in a pure space of action and decision. And no detail was too small for him, no vision was too large for him. And his vision for this place, for Bengaluru Adinam, is absolutely enormous. He wants this place to become the headquarters of Hinduism. And it will make Vatican City look poor in comparison. This place is going to be something massive. I spent my whole life, I've been so demoralized when I think about how it happened to Hindu civilization, what happened in the Hindu religion. It used to be the light of the world. a system designed purely for enlightenment, and to see what happened to it systematically over thousands of years, I felt, how could this happen in a just world? And I know a lot of you out there feel the same way, and if you've ever felt that way, you've got to be here, because this is where the Vedic Renaissance is happening. After 1,000 years of foreign and domestic oppression, this is where Sanatana Hindu Dharma makes its comeback. So whatever excuses you have for not being here this December, whether it's your vacation or your girlfriend or your job, you've got to drop all that nonsense, because you took birth to be here at this time. This is too important to miss. This is the right place, the right time, with the right person. The architect is here. His name is Paramahamsa Nithyananda. And he's not settling for some mom and pop shop. He's making a spiritual Walmart. We're taking over, so join us, please. Thank you.
So some of you might notice that almost every time we have a sharing or something on stage, Ma Bodhana has something to share. Actually, she was ready to give the space to somebody new this time. But in keeping with the topic of spiritual alchemy products and how these work, I felt so compelled to invite her to ask her one more time to come share with everyone, because she has had some extremely profound experiences with the Garbha. One thing is, we've introduced to you last time, who are the causers? What is the causing team? And these are people who are specifically trained by Swamiji himself, blessed, to help anyone manifest their highest reality. So when somebody sets the intention for inner awakening or Sadashivoham, often they'll still perceive obstacles and feel as if it's an impossibility for them. The causers literally cause their reality. Now, with the Garbha, causing is being taken to a whole new frequency, a new dimension. The way causing has been happening for the last couple of days since Swamiji gave these sacred gifts is that during the call itself, as soon as somebody reveals what is their obstacle, where they're stuck, the causer simply has to hold the Garbha and ask the Garbha, what should I say? What should I reveal to this person? What's the click that can cause their reality? And the experiences they are having with this Garbha are too cool not to share. So thank you for joining us yet again, Ma Bodhana. And I look forward to hearing your stories one more time.
Nithyananam. So one thing is, I love to talk. So getting to talk a lot is really great. And at one time I thought, wouldn't it be great to make my living talking? So I'm almost doing that right now with all of you. So those of you that have tried blindfold reading, you know that when you first try it, there's both this anticipation, like you're excited to see what's going to happen, but also the doubt, like what if I can't do it? So I found that even though I've had my Garbha for, I think we've had it around 2 weeks, and I've been holding it during all my calls, I found that when the instructions came 2 days ago, that now you're to hold it in your hand, visualize what you want to happen, or just ask the Garbha to help you with it. So I had, my first call came and I had that doubt, like, uh-oh, what if it doesn't actually talk to me? And what is that even like, talking? Is it going to like whisper in my ear? Or, I really didn't know what to think because I hadn't had that experience. So I had a call with a woman. She had asked for me, and she told her whole story. Actually, it was a story of sort of wanting to go to Sadashivoham 216 and sort of not. And so that she started very fast talking. It was like she was getting revved up. But then slowly it was winding down as she came to the conclusion that because her husband didn't want to go, she probably would not be going to Sadashivoham 2016. And there we kind of ended on this awkward, like, okay, she's not going note. Like, a lot of times when you cause, they're excited. This was not excitement. So then I closed my eyes and I told her, I said, I'm going to mute you for a minute because I'm going to use my Garbha. I'm going to go inside and see what the Garbha has to say. So I muted her and I closed my eyes, and immediately I got a flash of it's a Catholic basilica in Cary, Ohio. It's in the middle of nowhere. In fact, the fact that there's a basilica in Ohio at all is strange. So I had a flash of this, and I immediately doubted, and I thought, this is so much like my third eye work. I thought, oh my God, this is Swamiji, this is Sadashiva, this is Hinduism, this is everything that the Basilica in Cary, Ohio is not. So this can't be right. So I sort of tried to erase my brain or whatever. So I got quiet again, and I held again and again. I said, show me what I need to tell this person. And again, that was even bigger. This basilica, I saw the inside. So then I told her, I said, okay, I'm having a little technical difficulty. I'm going to mute you again. And I turned to the person next to me and I said, I'm having a vision of a Catholic basilica. Do you think I should tell her? And she goes, no, that's too weird. So I again closed my eyes and was just quiet. And third time it came very strongly. So I said, all right, I'm just going to share it. So I unmuted her. I said, this is what I got. See if you think there's any, do you get any click with this? So I described the whole basilica and the fact that it worshipped Mary in the Catholic religion. She can have many faces. Like for me growing up, you would go to different churches and there'd be a different facet of Mary. This particular basilica was called the Lady of Our Sorrows, and busloads of people come to this basilica, especially from Detroit, where they just go pour out their grief and their sorrow, and many come and have miraculous healings at this basilica. So I was explaining all this to her, and she was very quiet. I said, is there any reason I would be telling you this? She was very, very quiet and said, actually, yes. Last year, someone very close to me died of breast cancer. And she very much worshipped Mary and was highly connected to her. The church that she went to in her town was called the Lady of Our Sorrows. And then I said, so then what do you think? And she said, I think I need to go back to that church and finish what I didn't finish with her. And maybe, and this, the woman was the husband's, was connected to the husband, a relation. She said, I think this is going to start unwinding the blockage my husband is having to coming to Sadashivoham. So she said the next day, first thing when she got up, she's going to go, and I have yet to hear. So, you know, that was the night. So now I'm waiting to hear the outcome of her having this completion. So that was my first experience. It felt very successful after I got over my doubt. Thank you. Okay, the next caller came on, and she told me her story, and right away I saw gold lettering, and I thought, oh my God, I'm seeing the Akashic reading. I was so excited. I was sort of jumping like this, and I closed my eyes, and then it was kind of gone. So I again said, all right, show me what I need to see, and there it was again, gold letters. And I was so excited I couldn't pay attention to see what it said. But then it morphed into like a New York neon sign, and it was gold letters on black flashing, and it was going, Akashic reading, Akashic reading, Akashic reading. So I don't believe it was the Akashic records. I believe I was supposed to tell her very strongly to go to the next Akashic reading, and so she did, and that chapter's done. But that was, again, such a very fun. Here's the thing, when you relax with the third eye or with the Garbha, it's pure fun. And that fun is totally connected to Swamiji. In fact, he says, if you're not having fun with it, it really can't happen. So now after these two, I started having fun. So then the third one that I'll share, the last one, is another person called, and after hearing the story, she said, you know, I feel like I should make my money selling ice cream. And I know this person, she really wants to be a fashion designer, and I feel really called to support her on her path as a single woman to make millions as a fashion designer. So I was a little wondering why she's switching to ice cream. So I said, I don't know about that. Why are you thinking of ice cream? And she said, oh my God, where I live now, it doesn't matter what you sell or do. If it's connected with ice cream, everybody buys it. She's in Texas right now. She said, if you want to buy and sell hats, do it with ice cream. If you're selling jewelry, do it with ice cream. She says it looks like it's the miracle selling point. And just then, this time I didn't have a picture. I had a strong voice, and I believe, for me, it sounded exactly like Swamiji's voice. It said, whatever you're, okay, I'm going to see if I can get it exactly. Like if you're having, or whatever is your creative outlet, that you can, how Swamiji has said, that you can be in business by yourself, you need to follow that. And then because it was coming in a different way for me, I was kind of like, oh, I have to get this, you know, what if I didn't get it right? But then it was just repeated exactly, just word for word. So as each word was happening in my head, I just said it out loud on the phone to her. And then she was so happy because she felt like it was a blessing to go ahead and pursue the fashion design ice cream in Texas. So those are 3 of my first stories using the Garbha for causing. Oh no, can I tell one more? Okay, I forgot, the most important one was last night, very late, 4 o'clock in the morning. So this woman knows she's going to Sadashivoham. She only met Swamiji 1 week ago. Something completely opened up in her, and the beautiful thing that happened in her Akashic reading, she's been having prayers that are in a different language. So her question in the Akashic reading was, what is the language? The Balasant was looking up as they were invoking Kalabharava, and then she turned to her and she said, it's Swamiji speaking Sanskrit to you. And the minute she said that, this woman had a very large emotional reaction. She said it had been, she's been hearing this for years. She said it was as if all this was bottled up in her, and when she heard it was Swamiji speaking Sanskrit, it just, everything opened up and came out. So I was working with her. She's definitely going, but she has no money. So last night we were talking, and I wasn't having anything. This wasn't really talking to me. I wasn't having any ideas. So I was just sitting there. I said again, let me just be quiet for a minute. And then the thought was, like we've done with lots of causers, let's make a list of possible money opportunities. But the difference was that the Garbha told me to entangle with her. Now, we haven't technically done it. We've done it with the Balasans. So I said, all right, so what I'm going to do is entangle my third eye with you. So whatever I'm hearing from the Garbha, you're also going to be hearing and picking up. So the first thing I did quietly is I said, she's going to have an FC now. She's going to be fully caused now. She's going to know the source of the money. It's going to be happening now. So I had that thought. Then we went through, I said, well, each say a name, any name that comes up, because usually we try to think logically who it is. This time I said any name. So I had the name Mark, she had some other name, then I had the name Sue, then she had some really weird name that started with O, and I said, that sounds like a made-up name. She goes, no, it's just a weird name. So then we both sat there, and I said, so are you getting anything? And she said, no, nothing. And I said, well, let's think about Mark first. Like, go back, anything you can think of any marks in your life. So that took a few minutes, and she finally said, no, there's nothing about Mark. So then the second name, which was something like ODME, I don't even know where that came from. And then she goes, oh my God, I know who this is. It's a woman in my town. She's a philanthropist. She's very wealthy, and I know her. She goes, I'm going to call her tomorrow. And immediately I was thinking, this is supposed to be now. But I didn't say anything. She goes, I'm going to call her tomorrow. I'm going to tell her exactly what I want and what I'm doing. And she also said right then, does this organization have any charitable arm? Or, you know, so I immediately told her about the Sarvanya Pita. Okay, then she goes, oh, stop everything. I'm getting a message. Swamiji coming in. He says I have to do it now. Okay, I guess I have to call her right now. So that all happened. She wrote an email. She called her. I haven't heard yet the outcome. I have to always wait till the next day after we get up. But I'm sure something's going to happen. She downloaded the Sarvanya Pita book. She's going to take the whole thing over to her and explain the whole situation. So it's just such an exciting thing that's causing, and some of us are doing it together as a team. That makes it even more exciting and more powerful. So thank you for listening. Use your Garbha. It'll really talk to you or show you.
Nithyanandam.
Okay, wait. She wants me to just finish up. So I just want to tell you, out of these 4 people, 3 of them were Swarupayananda's YouTube viewers. People who have seen her YouTube that want to go to Sadashivoham. They've signed the Facebook page, I am going to Sadashivoham, and then they're assigned a causer based on the region. So it's really working, these YouTube videos.
So the reason I wanted to clarify that and find out, I remember as the causing team are sitting with people who come through my YouTube videos, they're coming and giving me updates, and I thought this one was too exciting, that there's someone receiving Sanskrit messages in their mind from Swamiji, and that she only found Swamiji a week ago through one of my videos, but she's ready to be fully caused and come to Sadashivoham. It's literally the most exciting thing in my life is causing lives to come to Swamiji. I think equal to being connected with Swamiji himself and physically being here is knowing that there are people out there who are coming through this. And the most exciting project for me as far as preparing for Sadashivoham is concerned is getting on YouTube and sharing the experiences we're already having, sharing the excitement and the enthusiasm for what's about to come. So among all the other preparations, getting this whole land ready, getting all the food ready, getting the medical camp ready, reaching out there to make sure that all the seekers who are yearning are also ready is such a huge component. So Roma is going to share a little bit about his experience with this.
Nithyanandam, my name is Romain Girard and I come from France, Paris, so I will make it in Franglish, sorry. I know only that English is a bit difficult for me. And I want to share first that I'm so excited to do that because 1 year ago, I would have never imagined I would be able to be on the stage and speaking in English. So I'm very happy about that because really I thought it was not for me all that and speaking about in front of people and in a language I'm not so comfortable. So yes, I would like to share about this opportunity of starting a YouTube channel. Especially for me, what I've seen in France is that people are really reluctant, especially concerning Hinduism. They say, okay, what is that? All that mala and the Hindu gods. That doesn't really relate to me. And I was a bit shocked and say, okay, how am I going to make it? And so when Maso Papriya proposed me to start that YouTube channel, I said, okay, let's try. I don't feel that much ready, but I don't want to wait. So let's make a try. And so I made it, and when I post on Facebook, I had some call from people. In fact, I don't even remember the name, and I don't really know who they are, but they say, hey, you know, your Facebook video, it really relates to me, and to be honest, I was not really able to share it because I'm really afraid to do that because indeed in France, as you know, it's complicated to speak about that, but it really relates to me, and I really want to thank you to do that. And it was really pleasant for me to hear that, and I say, okay, I really think I can impact people. I really think people in France can relate to me through YouTube channels. And I really want to invite more people to start their YouTube channel because there are many people who don't feel they can relate with Hinduism. And when they see normal people like us going in front of the camera, they say, okay, maybe I can go to that master. Maybe it can be for me as well. And yes, that's really what I wanted to share about that. And also I wanted to share how I came to Swamiji. Because most of the time we say that before going to the living guru, we can have like many masters and working with maybe a gurus but who have left the body. And from my side, I was really related to Mahavatar Babaji. And during 2 years, I was doing my meditation and all that. And finally, I was pushed to Swamiji. And when I arrived, I almost cried, and I said, okay, that's the end between you and me, Babaji. So, and I was very disappointed. In fact, I was so happy to be with Swamiji, but at the same time, it was for me like the end of a story as well. And eventually I said, but please, just, if you can, just send me a little sign that I know that you will always be with me. And during the session of with Master Priya, she said, okay, I have an idea, and I would like to share about how I met Swamiji, and Mahavatar Babaji leads me to Swamiji. And I said, oh my God, that almost makes me cry, because I said, I was waiting for such a sign. And I just saw at that moment, I had that click of the romance of existence, the beauty of life. And I said, eventually, it all comes into oneness. That the invisible guru leads you to the living guru for the ultimate experience, and for the lifetime of all lifetime. So for me, being to Sadashivoham is truly experiencing the lifetime. And I really want to invite you to think about that. Maybe you are waiting for thousands of lifetimes. And Swamiji was sharing about that science of alchemy products. Maybe during 60,000 years, it was not revealed to the masses. Maybe it was in the hand of great Siddhas and Agassias and Ramadeva and all that great master and Rishi, but certainly not to common people, to the mass. And I don't know if you really realize what is it to have that in our hand. It's like the beginning of a wave of massive enlightenment. And I truly believe that in the years to come, many are going to become enlightened, but where do you want to be? Do you want to be at the first place and enjoy the game? Or do you want to be the last? That's up to you, but anyway, everyone is going to be enlightened. So what is going to make the difference? How much you radiate Sadashiva? How much you manifest Sadashiva? And this is the unique opportunity to make it happen now. So why do you want to wait what is going to happen anyway? So I want to conclude on that. Don't miss that opportunity to be part of this huge revival of a sacred science. Thank you very much.
Nithyanandam, I am Vaishali from San Jose, and really excited to be here. And today when it was announced that the Yogam participants we will be sharing on the stage, and I was like, there's so much to share, from where to start. And but I can say, one word I can say, that ever since I have come to the Nithyananda Yogam, I will say that I am home. This is my home, and I am here with my father and with my family. So this is so wonderful to be here. And about the experiences, oh my God, it is so amazing, And I'll start with the courtyard, the world famous courtyard where everybody wants to sit. I know everybody listening to it wants to come and sit in the courtyard. Actually, it's so amazing. You learn so many things from Swamiji in such a casual, in such a simple way. Like, he will just sit and he's literally micromanaging each and every detail. And you get to learn how, I was so amazed at how in such a relaxed way, he can make thousands and thousands of decisions and run the entire, organization I'm seeing, and he's running the cosmos. So it's so amazing to see that. And one of my biggest, and the sweetest experiences which I have been experiencing here is, not only I will be attending Sadashivoham, I get to be a part of all the wonderful preparations that are happening out here for Sadashivoham. So just to mention the few, all of us have been talking about the alchemy products, the jnananjanam, the Garbha, and the new alchemy product which Swamiji will reveal in the upcoming workshop. When Swamiji was energizing the alchemy product, he invited all of us in the courtyard, and we get to witness when he was energizing it. I tell you guys, the energy was so amazing. See, firstly, it is Swamiji, his presence, his breathing space. And when he was energizing, literally you can touch the air and feel the divine. It was like, I have no words to express. Like, you touch the air and you can experience the divine. And after that, Swamiji, initiated all of us into the reading on the banyan tree leaf. So this is something I have never done before. And I was like, oh, the Gurukul Balasans, they so casually do and they manifest all the powers. They are kid, but I'm an adult. Will I see something or not? But anyways, we were sitting means a group of people, we were sitting with one of the Gurukul Balasan. And Ma Madhura was sitting with us. And then she projected something on the banyan tree, and she asked us to look. So I just closed my eyes, and I just connected with Swamiji, and I opened my eyes. I looked into the banyan tree, and I saw a yantra. And I asked her, are you projecting a yantra? She said, yes. And I was like, wow, I can actually see. And then I said, okay, good. Then again she projected something. Again, I just closed my eyes, connected with Swamiji. Again, I opened my eyes, and I looked into the banyan tree, and I saw a flower. Then I asked her, are you projecting a flower? She said, yes. And I was like, this is too cool. And, this is just one of the experience I had. Like, I never thought that I will be able to see right in one go. That just close my eyes and open my eyes, and right there I was able to see it. So it was truly amazing for me that, yes, I can also manifest all the powers which, which Swamiji is initiating us into. And, the Sadashivoham inner awakening, I have fully caused myself. And this will be my 5th inner awakening with Swamiji. And so me and my husband, both of us will be attending the inner awakening as a couple. So few things to share with you. See, inner awakening has not even started. But I tell you, for all of us here, we already feel that the inner awakening is already happening for us, because so much is happening inside. It's literally, see, every time I attend the inner awakening, I feel, oh my God, this is the peak. This is my depth which I have experienced. I don't know there's nothing more. And every time I come for another inner awakening, Swamiji will take me deeper. And I say, oh, this is my peak, this is my peak. This is the depth. Now what else? And every time it happens. And attending, the inner awakening as a couple, means me and my husband, we have been attending together. I tell you, it's like it brings so much completion within the family. It is like, it's so beautiful. You really get tuned with each another. Swamiji makes that tuning happen. So, means I personally will highly recommend that if you are coming for Sadashivoham, please do come as a family. And then you will experience that it is, that harmony in the family. And no more arguments with your spouse. So how cool, so how cool is it? And that beautiful harmony, the beautiful completion which Swamiji brings within the family, so it's really beautiful. And the other thing which I have been experiencing ever since I have been here, see, every time, means Swamiji has initiated us into the alchemy products and the Garbha. All of us know how, everybody has been talking about it. And it is so simple. Swamiji gave us such a simple technique that, you just put the Garbha under your pillow and see the miracles unfolding. Means how easy it can be. You experience your enlightenment by just sleeping. And see, for me, every day, the presence of Swamiji, the breathing space of Swamiji, and the alchemy products, I'm experiencing a completion at a completely different level altogether. Means I have never experienced this level of completion before. And and you know, I'm a part of the causing team, so since I you know, call the USA people, so we stay awake the whole night, and you know, we to call the people and help them. But I tell you, every day with the depth of the completion happening, staying awake the whole night is so effortless. Means the more and more completion happens, the more and more the sleep is getting reduced. And I could have never imagined myself sleeping for just 3 hours or, you know, 4 hours at the max and be so energetic, so alive throughout the day. It's just amazing. But, you know, so effortlessly in just being in the presence of the master and, you know, with the alchemy products, it's so effortlessly happening. And Emma Sarupa Priya, Ma Bodhana, and everybody has been talking about the Garbhas. So Garbha actually really talks. It does. You just have to connect with the Garbha and then see that, you know, you will get the answer. So, you know, when I'm doing causing and whether the person has a money issue or a time issue or a relationship issue, you have to just connect with the Garbha because it is pure Sadashivas and Devis, bio-memory and bioenergy. It's amazingly powerful. You just have to connect with the Garbha and see for yourself. The solution will come. And you know, you can just cause yourself for Sadashivoham. And if you have not received the Garbha yet, I will say, please do not miss it. This is the most precious gift you can have. So please do come and don't miss it for anything in the world. And you know, the people who know me, they know that, you know, I have a joint issue. But ever since I have come here, means the people here are a witness to it, I have been walking and walking and walking. And I'm like, really, I can walk so much. And every day, the amount of energy that explodes inside me, I'm amazed by myself. And I have no words to, you know, thank Swamiji for it. Because when I got the invite for Nithyananda Yogam, I was like, oh, maybe, I don't know, you know, it's a 3-month program. I will be staying in the ashram. But I decided to say yes to it because anyways, I'm coming to my father and I know he's going to take care of me. But so many things, you know, have been unfolding in my life. And it's a beautiful experience to be here, to witness all the preparations for the Sadashivoham that is happening. And I think we have been here more than a month. So one inner awakening I have already done. This is my second inner awakening going through, and then the Sadashivoham will happen. So it is like, I just can't wait. It is like inner awakening after inner awakening continuously happening. And can't wait what is going to unfold in Sadashivoham. So if you have still not fully caused yourself, you know, please do come. And even if the perceived obstacles that you see, trust me, nothing is an obstacle out there. You just have to make the decision to come, and all the so-called obstacles will be just blasted away. And you can give us a call. We are here to help you out. And as Swamiji also shared, that you are not going to lose anything. Only thing you are going to lose is the suffering and the incompletions we carry. And you come here, experience the master's presence, the master breathing space, and you will see it for yourself that he just showers and showers and showers. Means whatever, I never thought that I can walk so much. But any impossibility which you think in your life, I tell you, he will just blast it away. And so casually, so easily it will happen that you will be amazed to see that miracle happening in your life. So please come and experience Swamiji's energy, his breathing space, and we'll see you all, and we will have the cosmic party together. So thank you so much, and Sadashiva.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Akshay Gunanathan in the building, live from Kailasa, aka Mr. Drunk on Sadashiva. You need to get over here and be on that. And I got my Garbha on. So check it out. Y'all need to come over here and see this new building that's getting put up. It's amazing how fast they're doing it. Like, word, I just went inside the extension building just for coffee for like 30 minutes. There was no roof on the building. I came outside, I was like, where'd that roof come from? You know what I mean? Yo, it's like Sadashiva's 1,000 hands are just going all over the place, and it's getting built up quick. So you need to get over here. Every day it's getting more live and more live and more live. Bigger completion, bigger completion, bigger completion. They're going to need to drop a beat behind me just to express what I'm saying right now. Because the whole experience is like a divine Leela, divine play, divine song, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. All right. And public service announcement for all the Canadians who are like me and who have always been wondering how I can bypass winter. Come to Sadashivoham. It's warm, it's powerful, and it's that dopeness. All right? Right? We're going to come through. No more cold. No more slipping on ice. No more doing one of these to try and walk to where you're going. No more having to avoid hail going inside your eyes. Like, oh, my God. My eyes. My eyes. And when you come back from Sadashivoham, your third eye will be open. You'll be able to shut your eyes and walk no matter where you're going. I'll tell you right now, getting hail in the eye hurts. It sucks. But third eye manifestation, that is the best thing ever. Fills you with bliss, joy, and power. I love it. And for all the people that I'm causing that keep telling me, oh, I went to Nithyananda Yogam, I don't need to go to this one. I went to Inner Awakening, I don't need to go to Sadashivoham. Stop telling yourself that you don't need the best after the best after the best after the best. Okay? It's okay to have the best things in life. Swamiji will give you all that and more. It's like you saying, oh, I had fresh food for breakfast yesterday, so I'm going to eat out the dumpster today. Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Come eat the Bhagasastras. And when you're over here, not only are you going to be eating the Bhagasastras, you're going to be eating power, okay? That's what we eat in Kailasa. We eat powers. That's how we become Sadashiva. That's how you're going to get enlightenment, plus the Garbha. And straight up, powers is the best thing for breakfast. Cheerios ain't got nothing on this. All right. And when you in here, just you feel so amazing. Like, the food tastes better than, I remember we went to go donate blood, and when I was in Canada, I wasn't eating bananas, but me and bananas did not go too well. So I came over here, and I'm just like, I'm like a Indian, bananas, 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 I love it. So we went to go donate some blood, and because when you do that, you gotta replenish your glucose or something like that. They gave me a stack of bananas. I'm like, sick. So I started eating it. I'm like, why? You know, it didn't taste the same as it does in Kailasa. Why? Because Swamiji's here. He makes everything better. And in Sadashivoham, he's going to be radiating every single place you go. Go to the tree, Sadashiva. Go pick up your Garbha, Sadashiva. Put on your clothes, Sadashiva. Everything Sadashiva. Just do it. It's the best thing for your life. And if you don't have a Garbha, you need to go find a friend who has a Garbha. Go to a Vedic temple right now, go find one, and see how you can manifest Sadashivoham in your life. And if you're planning on not going, you need to slap yourself. And then, and then go to the Atma Murti and bow down to it. If you don't have an Atma Murti, bow down to your Atma Lingam. If you don't have an Atma Lingam, what are you doing with your life? Come to Sadashivoham. As I tell you right now, if you don't have at least one of those, if not all of those, you are slipping heavy. You slipping like you on black on ice. You like you on black ice in Canada with the subarctic winds and the ice storms. And I've been in that. It's not fun, dude. Come to India, Bangalore, Adinam. We don't have ice storms over here. We only have power manifestation storms. Become a god. Straight. All right. One more thing to send it off is... This is the best place to be. It's the only place to be. You have literally taken birth during this time period only to be here. If you don't come here, you might as well just go lock yourself in the closet and don't come back out until you're ready to pay for Sadashivoham. And if anybody's teetering, like, oh, should I do it? Should I not do it? You know what? Go drink 10 liters of water. Make the decision that you're not going to go to the bathroom until you pay for Sadashivoham, and you're not allowed to pee on yourself either. So it'll really instill that urgency in you, and it'll really just give you that clarity of what's important in your life. Sadashivoham is the only thing you need to worry about in your life. And say that to me. I will be at Sadashivoham. Thank you, Nithyanandam. Be blissful.
Nithyanandam, my name is Aparna from Houston. So when I want to tell my experience, so when Ma Shivagnana said you were selected for Nithyananda Yogam, first immediately I say yes, that is the turning point in my life. Before I want to tell the before Nithyananda Yogam life, and after that before I have a lot of frustration, irritation, health problems, depression, and relationship fear, and I couldn't come in the public. So how much crowd it is also, I am feeling alone, and I am a completely housewife. If my husband could not come with me, actually I don't want to go anywhere. That much kind of woman. So after 12th, I joined in the Nithyananda Yogam. So immediately Swamiji gave the jnananjanam. Swamiji said, use the third eye and 2 eyes, so 3 eyes. I applied. Immediately some irritation is going on within me. I observed that. Maybe I feel that incompletion is going on. One of my friends, Shaktirupa, she asked me, why you are like that? I said, some irritation is going on, maybe some incompletion. She said, come, I can complete you. When she started talking to me, what is your problem? I started talking to her. When I started talking to her, 2-3 words I said, immediately Swamiji showed me in my Anandagandha, like a movie, one dark room. That is that 3-dimensional dark room, completely dark room. I am sitting in the dark room, but I myself, I couldn't see that much dark room. I am continuously crying. When I saw that, immediately I started crying outside. 2 hours, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours, I cried outside in this hall itself only. Shaktirupa is also with me. She is asking why you are crying. But I also did not understand why am I crying. But when I saw that picture, I couldn't control my emotions, my everything. I cried. After that, suddenly, in the dark room, I saw one hand. That is the Swamiji's hand. I know surely Swamiji's hand, breast, everything. He put a hand on me here. And suddenly I get frightened because of the darkness. I didn't see anything, only Swamiji's hand. I don't know who. Suddenly I get frightened. I started resisting Swamiji also. After that I realized, and I am allowing Swamiji inside. Immediately I saw that dark room itself is becoming a white room. And in my life, literally, that life shifting time, that is that. After that, I saw a lot of changes in me. After that incident, lot of healing happening in me because of the Jnananjana and Swamiji. I am coming in the public, I am started talking. And before that, actually I am too much worried about my daughter. If I am like that, frustration, irritation, if I sit in the dark room, how can I take my daughter into the world? So that's too much worried me. So after I want to change my life, slowly, Swamiji, literally every day is giving Jnananjana. I am applying Jnananjana. So he literally with me in my Anandagandha. He is guiding me how I want to go, where I want to stop, where I want to move, where I want to talk. Literally he is guiding me. After that, I started talking to people. I started laughing loudly. Before I wouldn't laugh loudly. Because when my childhood, I laugh loudly. One of my uncle said, like, Ravana, why you are laughing like that? Immediately that hit me. After that, I stopped laughing myself. Now Swamiji, because of a healing and everything, I started laughing loudly, everything. And moreover that, I started one big change, dancing. I love dance, but I won't do dance because of the fear and everything. I myself resist. After that, I started dancing with Balasans. Now I am equal to dance with them. That is the big change on me because of the Swamiji jnananjanam. And one more, today I came for rope yoga. Actually, I am too much afraid of rope yoga and everything. I hold my Garbha. I said, I want to do. I told Garbha, and I feel Anandagandha. So after that, I started rope yoga myself. I don't know how I did. But after that, I saw a lot of happiness within me. Before, I didn't see that happiness. So what I want to tell you, after Guru came into my life, I saw real life. Before Guru, my life is completely darkness. Whoever is seeking real Guru, come for Sadashivoham. Whatever you want, you can achieve. Thank you.
Nithyanandam, my name is Balaji. I'm from Silicon Valley in California. I'm a Stanford and Harvard graduate, and I studied biology, computer science, philosophy and religious studies, and law. I tell you that because I wanted to establish a context of where I'm coming from, which is very much grounded in science, technology, empirical proof. So when I encountered Swamiji and the science and technology of the Agamas, I was profoundly moved because here was a complete step-by-step science and technology with frameworks, tool sets, environments, protocols, all geared towards raising our states of consciousness. And sometimes when we hear the word consciousness, it seems a bit abstract. So I wanted to take this moment to tell you about my perspective on it and my experiences here in the past few months with the Garbha, which Swamiji explained actually contains within it the God particle and can actually let us access the quantum field. Now, all of that may seem like word salad, so I'll try to make it a bit more grounded. The first thing I wanted to state was that there's a profound science in the Agama that explores the 25 different states of consciousness, which you can visualize as a 5x5 matrix or a 5x5 table of rows and columns. And typically, we usually exist only in the first 9 portions of that 25 portions of the states of consciousness. And this is what I call the prevalent consensus reality that we all experience. But there's a lot more to us. If we think about what we really are, and again, Swamiji explained from the angle of the Agama, we're really a collection of 4 networks inside: a physical network, physiological network, psychological network, and a neurological network. And just like with your iPhone or your Android phone, I'm not hating either on iPhone or Android, either of those 2 phones, you can constantly upgrade yourself, upgrade those networks using the science and technology of the Agamas. So I wanted to share about 2 direct experiences I had, which for me was pure experiential proof that all of the science and technology described in the Agamas about the 25 states of consciousness and the ability of every human being to upgrade their internal physical, physiological, psychological, and neurological networks, it is all true, and it's a profound gift to the entire world and something that every human being can take advantage of. The first experience I had was with using the Garbha here to enter the quantum field and actually access information from the quantum field. Now, a lot of people in the field of quantum mechanics and physics will tell you that space is not a vacuum. It's not empty. It's actually information rich. And we can define technology as anything that harnesses the power of nature or information to make our lives better. So a friend of mine from Malaysia, Krishna, was sitting next to me, and he was projecting an image that he had in his mind onto the banyan leaf covered with jnananjanam, which is something that I was then expected to immediately read out from the state of my own mind. So what's exactly happening? My quantum field and his quantum field are being entangled, and I'm accessing his information from his space and directly cognizing it in my space. So he imagined and projected and visualized something that's unrelated to spirituality at all. Not related to yantras, not related to Sadashiva, not related to anything. It was a picture of a painting that he had randomly seen one time in his life. And with the power of the Garbha, I immediately and quite casually described it. It's a forest setting. There's a log cabin with a wood-burning fireplace. There's a gray wolf in the background. There's snow on the ground and a red fox walking away. Just like that, so casually. So from that moment, I thought, wow, I'm actually harnessing information from the quantum field without the use of any of my senses. So then, as a technologist and someone with the science and technology background, founder of a successful technology startup and technology investor, I'm always grounded in running experiments, wanting to test and push the boundaries of the possible. So I decided to use the Garbha again to upgrade and program my muscle memory in the same way that I was able to harness information from the quantum field. So that night, I went to sleep and held the cognition and held the Garbha and told myself that I want to program my muscle memory to effortlessly manifest 2 yoga asanas that I was having difficulty with the day before, Bakasana and Shirshasana. The next day, the next morning, during our yoga manifestation, sure enough, because I had used the Garbha to program my muscle memory effortlessly, I was easily able to do Bakasana and get into Shirsasana. So, what I want to leave all of you who are listening, if I want to leave you with one message or statement, it's that upgrading your entire self from 1.0 to 2.0 to 3.0 to 4.0 endlessly is possible. It's easy, it's effortless through the science and technology of the agamas that Swamiji is sharing with us. If you're interested in wanting to upgrade yourself and experience your peak potential, if any of you ever seen the movie The Matrix, there's this character Neo that goes back into the Matrix now with this new knowledge, and he's able to effortlessly play with the Matrix, play with that prevalent consensus reality, able to easily manifest any desires and movements he wants. If any of you is at all interested in this, any of you who are watching, do come to Sadashivoham 2016 and experience this profound science and technology for yourself. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
I have an incompletion with him that he did not share that secret with me, so I could have manifested other yogasanas.
So I think we can really quickly complete that incompletion because he's now shared this with everyone here. And I can tell you what I'll be doing tonight. I'll be holding the Garbha to manifest in my biomemory also the Shirshasana. That's something that we've all been working towards. So maybe tomorrow, Ma Nitya Yogananda Swami is going to see a breakthrough in everyone here in Bengaluru Adinam with the morning yoga. Thank you, Balaji. That was great.
Nithyanandam. I'm Dr. Srilekha, working as a pediatrician in the city of Bangalore. I'm here on the stage speaking for a group of dedicated team of volunteers organizing the medical care around Sadashivoham 2016. The paradoxical situation is that we are all here in the breathing space of Vaidishvara himself. The worst possible diseases, as medical science terms it, have been healed miraculously just by a touch of Swamiji, just by a look of Swamiji. But then, he is the master who never takes anything for granted. And like he says, we always have to be prepared. And he always wants the best for his children. No stone is left unturned, and so is it with the medical care. For all the people who may have a question that, I've been suffering with this kind of a problem for so long, 21 days, the way everybody is describing it here, it seems to be a very intense process. Will my health permit me attending and participating in the program? It's time to drop all your doubts. You are in Vaidishwara's presence, where the healing is going to happen miraculously. And he's also organizing a dedicated team of doctors and paramedicals who will attend to all of your health issues. For most of us who are attending the Sadashivoham 2016, we've all been Inner Awakening and Living Shuddhadvaita graduates. So we all know, generally when it comes to the medical care, it is like, there's one small table at the end of the room where you have a doctor or a paramedic staff who's sitting to attend. But this time around, the preparations have been in line with what he expected during the Kumbh Mela Living Shuddhadvaita, where we geared up to attend to hundreds and thousands of people, to attend to all of their health issues. And as it comes with Swamiji, it's usually always a free medical care that happens. And we are gearing up to provide that kind of a multi-speciality medical care within the campus. And we're also liaising with a group of hospitals in the city which are known to offer the best cure and care. And it's really exciting to be a part of this team. We welcome each one of you to come here and enjoy Vaidishwara's grace. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam. My name is Dasarathi from San Jose, California. I'm here to share some specific things, specific experiences that hold value to me. Let me start off with the first thing that was happening to me as I was sitting to share. Like Swamiji said, many people are afraid, much more afraid of public speaking than they are afraid of death itself. When we come and sit and we are sharing live on camera, right? We are so afraid of that experience itself. So that literally was happening. So I decided, okay, let me pause and just go through what is there. Let it happen. So I thought, let me just go into the details of it and just get out of that pattern, right? And of course, I have the by now very famous Garbha. I'm holding it. And I'm holding the Garbha, right? So it's helping me directly with Swamiji's energy to go through it, right? So for a long time, since childhood, I've been carrying that extreme. It's something my body just produces, that way too much hormone for anxiety and stress. And it is literally moving my body right now, right? I'm hardly breathing. The sweat machine is turning on. The heart is racing. The amount of emotion rushing into the head is high. It's trying to pound, right? So I said, okay, I've never consciously admitted it. Here is the chance. Let's do it. And it's kind of happening almost effortlessly. What the heck? Not a big deal, right? So this is something precisely I want to share. A lot of us go through this, but we do not know of a precise solution to get out of it, right? Now, Swamiji has just given this one spiritual alchemy product, right? And in Sadashivoham 2016, we are going to have 20 of them. 20 of them. Now, another huge thing I have to share is Swamiji mentions, if I call what I am going through as a pattern means it's repeating. Each time I come up in a situation, this whole mechanism of anxiety turns on, correct? So it's become a pattern. How do I get out of it? In a simple way, all these precise solutions which are backed by Shastra Pramana, scriptural reference, all the way from Sadashiva, 50,000-60,000 years ago. Precise solutions are available. I don't know, I have to say it. I don't think Western psychiatry is going to be able to help us get out of this in after, I don't know, even if I lie down on that couch and share for 30, 50 years, I may not get out of it. I feel that, right? You have a precise solution, come take it. All you have to do is just come for the 21 days Sadashivoham. It's not compared to if like Swamiji says, sometimes we spend one whole lifetime to break a pattern. One whole lifetime to break a pattern. How big is that? Do we want to do that? No, right? Just take the chance. In the same line, I also saw that another pattern for me, which was Swamiji gave a precise solution. So I always carried that life is too much to handle. Life is too much to handle. And Swamiji mentioned to me, it gets stored in the stomach, the belly area. So for me, that it's like a cloud of feeling will start coming from there in that area, that intense dullness, depression, I can hardly move. I can hardly move. And I've been experiencing it, and he's, I guess, melting it with the help of all the spiritual alchemy products and the energy processes. He's just getting it out and melting it. So how big a gift is that? It's just gift and grace from the master. So, and I was literally seeing this life is too much getting projected to me everywhere, including the preparation for Sadashivoham. When I see that huge hall, 40,000 square feet, immediately that comes up. Like moment to moment, if you take a snapshot picture of my inner space, you will see different kind of faces. Like that, it will come up. It will show up. Everything gets multiplied by 2016 for Sadashivoham. It's everywhere I'm getting shown that just to, just go and poke there and, melt that, right? Somebody yesterday we were sharing about the amount of water that needs to be available to be used for 2016 participants. So very quick calculation, some 6 liters in 1 minute times 2016, and it multiplies to some tens of thousands of liters in 1 hour. They have 40 minutes break. In 40 minutes, some 20, 30, 40,000 liters has to be spent. Where is it coming from? All that, I have to tell you, all that, here is something, another huge dimension of Swamiji I noticed. All these precise, minutest details, seeing Swamiji personally handle directly, these nitty-gritties, handle them down to that level in planning this whole event for, the whole big event for 2016 people is something you start appreciating and seeing that, okay, here is a possibility that you can have it too. Here is a possibility that you can have it too, that experience. So these were the few things that I wanted to share, and if you relate it with it, I would say just come on over for Sadashivoham. 21 days, can it be too much to get out of something that you're carrying for a lifetime? I don't think so, right? Just come on over, get liberation. And here is another simple thing I started noticing, that when we all see small children, they are happily in their blissful world, moving their arms and limbs, and they are tottering and not able to walk properly, we break out into a smile, right? We just enjoy that experience, right? For those few moments, we forget that our baggage. We forget all patterns, just enjoyment, pure. Why is that? We secretly love that space. We want to be like that, correct? Right? That means easily you want to first dissolve all your patterns, you enjoy that space, but don't know how to dissolve this. Here is all the technology, here is an avatar who can make it happen for you. All it takes is a minuscule 21 days, minuscule $13,000. What are you waiting for? Just jump and come on over. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam. Are you ready for Sadashivoham 2016? Yay! Friends, I know it is a little late for all of you. I'll just, in 2016, I had, I'll give you, instead of my background, I'll just tell you about lion and cub story, which Swamiji shared in our Varanasi batch in 2016 July batch. So there, the lion and cub story, if you remember, the cub has gone into the sheep herd and all that. Here Swamiji is going to personally pick that cub. The lioness is going to come and pick that cub back, and then she is going to train her, just like how the mother teaches the. So the transformation is going to be so easy. So that's what Swamiji mentions about the fruit of all these ayes. So the Sadashivoham is that final fruit after the seed and the tree and the fruit. So that's what we'll, we'll have. But I know everyone, it's pretty late, so we can continue later on. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, those of you who are watching from home might not realize what a profound miracle has happened on the stage just now. Someone who never wants to pick up the mic and never wants to speak spoke at length, gave us in detailed descriptions about overcoming the fear of public speaking and the power of the spiritual alchemy product, the Garbha. And someone who never puts the microphone down kept it brief in order for everyone to be comfortable. So truly, there's a transformation happening already. Those of us who are receiving the alchemy products in preparation for Sadashivoham. And I can't imagine what shift will take place when all 20 spiritual alchemy products are there. Now, it was mentioned, actually, Romain mentioned starting a YouTube channel. And Ma Bodhana mentioned causing people who were first enriched and brought to Swamiji through YouTube. As I mentioned, this is one of the preparations, this is the preparation for Sadashivoham that I'm personally most passionate about, most excited about. When you have a connection with Swamiji, and I guarantee you wouldn't have watched this far into our sharing session unless you have a deep connection with Swamiji. Definitely you're connected with him. When you feel that connection, you know for a fact that that connection is like a lifeblood within you. It's the greatest joy, knowing that Swamiji is with you in this life. And as Akshayaguna rapped for us, you've taken birth in this time for a reason, don't waste it. The way you can really make the most impact out of your connection with Swamiji to help cause the entire world to come to him is to break free from that fear of public speaking and start sharing your inspiration. Start sharing this greatest gift existence has bestowed upon you with others. I can tell you every person sitting on the stage today, myself included, at one point in time would have thought there's no way I'm going to get up in front of hundreds and speak. And yet look at how we've all done it now. If you have a connection with Swamiji, you are one bridge across which others can reach him. By making yourself available to the world, by sharing your stories, sharing your inspiration, you'll be doing such a gift, such a sacred service. Besides that, years ago, Swamiji told us one really sweet story. He was describing a relationship between a master and a disciple. And the disciple had lost his inspiration, was feeling like too much pressure, too much struggle. He was starting to collapse. That disciple went to the master and told him all of this and said, "What should I do to get my inspiration back?" And the master looked at him and said, "Start inspiring others." The same way when it comes to causing, some of you might be thinking you haven't caused yourselves yet for Sadashivoham. There are 15 days left. How to cause yourself? Start causing others. When you feel like you've lost your inspiration, start inspiring others. Whatever it is that you're seeking to expand. Swamiji has revealed for us the key is when we start reproducing that or causing that in other people, we also start causing it in our own selves. So the ultimate secret of YouTube enriching and YouTube causing is that you're not just giving this as a gift to the world. You're not just doing a service to seekers, helping them find Sadashiva himself in form. You're also empowering yourself, causing yourself, raising yourself, and continuing to live with the highest inspiration. Because whatever you're sharing out loud, that's becoming even more inscribed in your own muscle memory. Whatever you're inspiring in other people, naturally you're going to be living it more. So I would like to invite you, no matter what your background is, whether you're caused or not caused for Sadashivoham, start YouTube now. I'll be personally working with you, guiding you, training you. I'll be available to you to help you find your voice, to help you get on air. You can see now projected on your screen is a link, tiny.cc/YouTube Nithyananda. Please just go to that link and fill in your details. I will be reaching out to you and I look forward to working with you. Now is the time. Let's bring the world back to Sadashiva. So thank you for tuning in. I'm sure you must have enjoyed all of the beautiful sharings this morning. As we've mentioned, we have two of the spiritual alchemy products, the jnananjanam and the Garbha. One more is coming to be released this weekend. I personally can't wait to find out what that spiritual alchemy product is going to be and how much further into our consciousness, how much higher into the state of Sadashivoham Swamiji is going to take us next. So don't miss that. Don't miss Swamiji's satsang tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you December 1st. Nithyanandam.